Well, we are still preparing and making our way to America for the Grammys, whether you like it or not. I know to some people, this is the kind of stories they don't want to hear about Shatta Wale or Shatta movement, but unfortunately for them, man no be God. Their plans are not God's plans. So what they wish for might not happen, unfortunately for them. Well, on this note, I welcome you all to the Thursday's edition of Showbiz Daily. Sammy Flex, I am seated with my charges, and you know, when we sit like this, we discuss some of the very important stories in our showbiz space. Here in the studio, Roland Amate is comfortably seated, ready to fire. Of course, in Team Dode Solomon, Chemo is also comfortably seated and ready for the task ahead of us. Now, just so you know, we are streaming live on Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sammy Flex TV. Then on your traditional television platforms, we are hanging smoothly on Agbeve TV as well. So you guys know how we do it. We are live on Agbeve TV. You can also scan your television sets, join us there, and let's do it as we always do it. Meanwhile, I would want to read your commentary. So as you follow this, I want you to follow and add your commentaries to it, because without you, there is no show. And because of you, it is the reason we are here. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, those who are far and near, we welcome you to Sammy Flex TV. Let's do this for God and country. Now, let's move on to the first story of the day. And I know for the past days, when Kidi finished with that interview on Hit FM, the conversation was coming up until Shatta Wale's Grammy killed it. Yes, that conversation was coming because this is Kidi, who has been under a label for years. This is Kidi, whose career was actually brought up by some individuals believed to be in an industry. Yet Kidi says there is no industry. And that makes it a big story. If that come from Huaimpo, Shatta Wale crowd the infant intention for the meantime. Me pe obi a no so abera still crow unity. Shatta Wale does what
Kimpaluta.
If this has come from some Kimpaluta be some episode be
Kweku Flake.
Kweku Flake be see those boys?
Yao tag.
Yeah, Yao tag. Oh sorry. Yao tag. If that come from Yao tag be you know that thing. Then you can say okay, yeah, Charlie experience no one you be out, you know. They don't want to even consider anybody in their circles. But this is coming from Kidi. And like I'm saying, the Kidi story, Kidi was brought up by like an organized department or an organized company under Links Entertainment. But still, Kidi says there is no music industry. And it has kept me wondering since I heard him make that statement on Hit FM. So in our first topic, we are going to have this conversation. Remember, show is being produced by Theophilus Digos and Sammy Truga, who are the directors of the show. Show produced by Desert, and of course Gerald is handling our camera for us here on Sammy Flex TV. So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. 3-man squad for the day, and we are here to do it for God and country. First, let's go and watch this video of Kidi, who is talking about Ghana not having any music industry at all. Stay tuned, I'll be back.
Our industry does this, our industry does that, but from where I sit, we do not have an industry. Yeah.
Oh, let me hear it well. Let me
wear my headset. Kidi.
It's facts, because like it's there, like Ghana music industry, but we don't have the structures that make us an industry
at all. We don't have at all.
Mirage. We're just everybody's just floating, doing their best with what they have, with the resources available to them, finding ways and places to put themselves and graduate themselves and grow. But the structures that form, and that's what you said, we get to a place and then it's like a house, a family. The parents have kids, the kids graduate from uni. The whole concept is, oh, the actual way you into the question, but we you know, I think I will be rare, and that's when he even needs like support. But it's set up in a way that's one man for himself. You have to do what you can with what you have. We don't have, you cannot, after 10 years of all the hits Kidi has, if we have structures, I should be a mega superstar. But we're still growing day by day because it's one man for him. So you have to fend for yourself. You and your team have to find ways and means to get funding, to get videos, to do this, to do that, because the point blank fact is there. We do not have structures that make us an industry.
What are these structures you're talking about?
We know it. We don't have royalty collection. Like, I don't want to get into technicalities because I'm not a technical person, but as an artist in an industry, I can tell you for a fact, if you speak to Sarko, if you speak to Shatawale, if you speak to Stoneboy, everybody is striving on their own with their own team, trying to form their plans and marketing strategies, but we don't have anything. And we also have made it a point that only the artist is in the industry, but the industry is an ecosystem. The DJ is part of the industry, the music video director, the blogger, the dancer, everybody forms the industry. But when problem comes, we say, and the artist, why is Ghana music, and the artist, but it's so many people that come together to form the industry. If the artist goes up, the DJ goes up, the blogger goes up, the radio presenter goes up, everybody in the ecosystem goes up. But we've left the artist on an island and say, you are the industry, do what you have to do, and then, but
that was Kidi, and big shout outs to Kwame Dazi and Doreen Avio of Hits FM fame for this insert. As a matter of fact, this is a very technical conversation, and Kidi, who said there is no industry, was still mentioning some pillars within the industry, and I'm asking, okay, what's he saying? Yim na ehese ne nkomo ne because start we na already only omo ne koba. O kan bi omo koba no kan bi na Kidi e ka de o ka no.
I think say Kidi I said no can. Ebia na we raise good observation, but the explanation is there. Hey, no. In fact, we try to especially when he was asked, when you say we don't have structures, what do you mean? And I say okay. Now we need Nyoka. Okay. And I say we need Nyoka. He has very little knowledge about how he wants to put his message across. Okay. You see, the truth of the matter is, whether you like it or not, the industry that we are saying we don't have structures. We don't have some structures.
Some structures.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you want to talk about, like he said, it is an ecosystem, and the ecosystem comprises of different departments.
Okay.
But he is concerned about the fact that whenever there is a problem, it is the artists have done this, the artists have done that. But even in his own words, when he wanted to talk about the positive side, he said when the artist goes up, the DJ goes up, the blogger goes up, but he did not say when the blogger goes up, the artist goes up. You understand? So Kidi, even for
like
that,
they say, the back stops at the artist. No.
Yeah. It will always be the artist because the artist is at the forefront.
Okay.
You are the poster boy. You are the face of the industry. So whatever it is, you are seen as a reflection of whatever is going on. So the reason why Kidi is not maybe the mega superstar that he's saying is because perhaps some of the industry structures that are supposed to complement the whole ecosystem is not available
for him.
That is why. Or there are some colleagues of his who have not even been able to see or get close to some of the things or even the structures that he has access to.
Okay.
Because when we say structures, what are we talking about? Structures and yet dying is who. When some people want to talk about say that we don't have structures, and yet dying is who. There are policies and stuff that are supposed to be operational, which are not. And the first one is the one that he pointed out, which is the royalty collection system. That is just one aspect of the entire industry.
Okay.
But when you want to talk about an industry, it even comprises of different departments, even into the artist quarters. Okay. Do we have artists? Yes. Do we have enough? Yes. Do we have movies? Yes. Do we have enough? Yes. Do we have media people? Yes. Don't we have enough? We do. So in that aspect, somebody can also tell you they are not structures, and you ask them and they will tell you the media is not enough. We don't have enough media people projecting the things that we are doing. When you go into other industries, it is there like that. We are crying about collection and royalty societies. Some people are crying about inadequate media projections. Because their media is not as strong as other media in other industry. So they cannot be compared to us. So when people say we don't have industry, we don't have industry, we don't have industry, we don't have industry, saying there are some aspects of the industry that are not functional. When you make a statement like that, some of us will understand. But when you say there is no industry, then it means you are telling me you, Kidi, you do not exist. Because you form part of the industry. You form part of the ecosystem. You telling me there is no industry means there is no ecosystem. And if there is no ecosystem, then you and I don't exist.
Exactly.
We are literally virtually practicing in a vacuum. That's what you want to tell me. And is that the case? No, especially coming from somebody that had access to about 80 or 70% of industry's ecosystem. When it comes to colleague for features, he had them. When it comes to label connection, even label, he had them. When it comes to executive production, he had them. When it comes to even proper royalty collecting system, yes, there are some that he probably was not able to collect, but majority of the revenue collection process of the music business, Kidi has it. Kidi has it. It's not as if he had it too. He still has it. Yes, he's having it. So if you want to make such a statement and you are not able to explain it well, you just make mockery of yourself. And especially if you don't also acknowledge the ones that are working. Because when it comes to the artists are working tirelessly day in, day out. And they form part of the industry. They form part of the ecosystem. Media practitioners, whether good or bad, are working tirelessly day in, day out. And they form part of the ecosystem. We are talking about you today. And it is part of it. And no, but you the artist, you know Gamro is not working, but you are still recording.
Yes,
you are still releasing. Yes, you are still doing what you are doing. Everybody that has access to whatever or is very capable of doing what they would want to do is still doing what they have to do. So you can say perhaps some aspect of the ecosystem or the industry is not functional. For that I will agree with you. But when you say because some aspect is not working, we should scrub off the ones that are working, then it means you want to tell me you yourself you've not done anything or you are not doing anything, and that we should not regard you. That's how I see this explanation.
Well, his name is Kidi, and of course, like I said in the beginning of this topic, this coming from Kidi really is mind-boggling, because we are benefiting from some structures B. In fact, structures B, even before he came, they were there. They were laid down. They were built for him. And now, Ofaswa na Obey Kidi. See, I mean, said on the structures, at the moment, I want to believe everybody will know or admit that Kidi's impact within the music industry is not like before, like back to back. And I say, either on one I was slow down, and I say, for some reasons, he is on the low at the moment. And Sammy money now supporting that, and some of do baby. But what he's talking about, are there some lessons to pick from this conversation? Jabo will come through.
Yeah, for me, I think that always, there are misconceptions when it comes to musicians or some people in the entertainment sector or the industry talking about structures and how things should work and all those things. I think they do that because almost compared to Ibia outside world and how some people are doing their own thing. But this thing is very simple. When you even go for textbook definition of an industry, it will tell you that it is just a group of companies providing similar services. It's as simple as that. And if Kidi, Shatawali, Stoneboy, Sarkodie and Co, they are providing similar services, they are in the industry.
He talked about
music
video producers.
Yes,
they are there.
Yes, It's as simple as that.
He talked about dancers.
Yes.
They are there.
Yes. It's as simple as
he
that.
Talked about event promoters. They are there.
It's as simple as that. And you know, we have industry, but you can talk about the issues within the industry. And Nubina or more pushy no after the can say our royalty system is not working or it's not functional and all those things. And or no as I admit it's technicalities.
And he not technical.
Yes, and he will not want to go into it. Exactly so, because a part of the ecosystem and a part of the system no now only say it's not functioning and other it's not functioning the way that it's supposed to be. And only interested in the industry. And you know, me medicine I say from the angle say or no the certain things should work for him to benefit now and work in the industry. And he is not the first person to say that. So UTA time I'm pushing you to do the explanation. I was like investment in Swasem. And this is where investment investor to invest in or no work now.
There is no industry.
There's no industry. We just have to understand how they are thinking about it. But obviously we have an industry. No industry behind how I working. In fact, say all the Ghana music industry and other entertainment industry compare UK or US are mistake.
Fact.
Remember say USA only ABC into Ghana no EFGH there and wrong no industry bia location a factor. Culture now nipa no is a factor. It's not straightforward like that. How I farming or US no and just an farming or Ghana. In the member say Ghanaians we are not farming, only US people are farming.
Because we are using cutlasses and using
machines. In the member say we are not farming because we don't have machines here, we don't know. It's not like that. Ghana farming system is different from the farming system in the US. Okay. The same way Ghana entertainment industry and music specifically music industry no different from the way America for operating on model.
Yes.
By all standard, we are all here. Yeah, TTB and to question how our split sheet to grab issue. Ghana entertainment industry and other music industry no. Yes, start here or madam for me person me boano. Sani start to ha.
Yes.
America yes starting sa.
That be.
And only just your new industry. Your industry structure no different.
Yes.
That is it. Even say you cut a record label, the way record labels in Ghana operate is different from the way record labels in America operate.
Fact.
The same way, like the even television stations. How are television stations in Ghana operating? It's different from how Americans operate. And you can't say because the way I television production now they are different. We don't have television stations in Ghana. No, you'll be wrong to say that. So for me, I think he was wrong, but we understand him.
Okay.
The angle that he was coming from, if we have to say it for him, he is trying to say there are certain things that he is supposed to benefit.
Okay.
So if he is not benefiting from them, we don't have an industry. And he mentioned royalty system. He mentioned investment in the while we invest in one and also a form of investment.
Of course.
The Shatawale is struggling and using his own money to invest in himself. And can one member invest in one member? These are some of the issues and integrama playing shows or staging bigger shows in Ghana a problem because musicians for their understanding they are not willing to invest to play a show a year commercial like show or hoping say he will make profit. Hardly would they think say let's do it together. If and more the idea say I want to stage a show, I will make money out of it. And collaboration with others.
Promoters,
yes, to do it. But because they don't have that mentality, and we can't base on that and say you need musicians in Ghana because musicians be promote shows or no for commercial purpose. No, we can't say that. It's just that is not how they are thinking in Ghana here. Ghanaian musicians don't think like we can stage a show, sell tickets and make money. They don't think like that. Few, I mean, say a be attempt. Let's like recently, Sako did the and no crowd no say who could deeper, who other issues. Be a Sako de because a where investors next time. I be crowd or bedroom will be.
We're going to a partnership with some promoters.
Exactly. Or no other because Charlie. I think I have what it takes to make money. Let me go invest here. Like let me take my money. Invest in whatever logistics that I need. I will stage the show. People will come buy ticket and I will make money. Hardly are they thinking like that. All that they think about and they say promoter be organize the show on farming to some that's how our system works. But elsewhere and
that is our kind of industry.
That's our kind of industry. It's an function. And into no mean could jina bibi a opes or benefit our who say abrofone ye and our more in the wind, you know, one bidia only industry. No, any Kidi, any already here because abrofone say or mukako event. Now the event is what insurance amount. Yeah, insurance. It's true. I am my own movie. And did say you went to me a Ghana there? Yeah, Quaco show. Think I start could show you. Her artists are not that so. Yeah, insurance. I'm an artist. Yeah. Before so with me, I boss I show.
I'm artistic.
And then I can't say I could never come because or yeah, probably try this casa. And I said
when we are traveling outside.
Yeah.
As an artist, as a performer, I was saying insurance and what I play.
No call yes, work permits. Any other demon and all those things. So industry need there based on your location, geographical location, culture, political influence and all those things and the better how the industry will function. We can do better here with the kind of industry that we have.
Okay.
Kidi can talk about that and I think a lot of people will support him. But to say that we don't have an industry there, he misfired or he really didn't know how to put out the frustration that he wanted to put out without saying that we don't have an industry. He could have said the things that is frustrating him, the thing that he feels that we need for us to get a better industry or for him to even feel better in the industry, but Ofeli in putting out or no frustration how and could generalizing and say we don't have an industry. We have an industry. The way that it functions here is different from elsewhere. How it functions, and so you can't use what is happening elsewhere to say that we don't have an industry.
So could it be that it is only when things are not flying for them that's when some of these comments start coming out of them?
Of course, I would say yes, because who said they know or kasana or say your royalty system no work because be at this time around say or bought na or no records we are say royalty system baby whatever baby so you follow up or no one can send me follow up only obi our volunteers so be follow up na mana obviously because system no work time now no under links na e be a links wo dedicated person ya register no for foreign you on three e be yen simple amano into this time around na so ono aye and I say so probi man ya oni ho no because you don't have a system and I say you don't have a royalty system bia hardly will Kidi go to Gamu say e be o follow up with ne royalties ne ade time I know under links be ko
but it's still under links so
say links na say o mo jai record label but they made an announcement
but they manage friends Baroski and Kidi
but I don't know a record label management and you know the point is that there are certain things that I think this time around on one also any direct and it is difficult if only dedicated and you know it's our frustration number more can say we don't have an industry. Kidi per se be or publications be about his project and all those things some time ago no ono hwa obomu se ne ma ekoso ekokoso this time I say ebi ono ankasa frɛ blogger bi say ofrɛ hwan
maneka kanema
tum sa na dade onya obeke we don't have an industry because to him say nka waye ni project in there obehu ana more money publishing offer bi ana more money dinachi another debia say Sammy Flex TV the project can ho asem without him contacting us or without him incentivize us let me use it that way or near incentives to be about say yen kan ho asem say yan kan there we don't have an industry and no eku but contacting somebody to project your works is part of the system how I function. So record if you are under record label, the record label will take care of it. If you are not under record label, you have to do it yourself. You have to contact certain people to do that publication for you. And you say why we don't have an industry. Yeah, we industry. Those who are doing those things, the bloggers, the media and everything, they are also looking for money. They are also working like the way as an artist you are working. So they will publish things that they think can bring them money. And so project or be publish now money now and no answer so for be unpublished amount. And I think some of these things especially free record label and or ye be under the
account man after money so
I remember even some time ago publication be flexxnewspaper.com and I links FRL FRL no na aka say Uber frɛ those in charge no na or matter kick a bit and na offer me only me can wasem na there so be 1 AM on baby the Kidi ni aye no publication na all so offer man so offer na ye obey
dabi
only one number mpo e no abefrɛ dabi and obey frustrated na okotena baby obeka say oh we don't have an industry even when bloggers are publishing information about you and you want to contact them, you don't know how to go about it. And in the first place, say we don't have an industry. For me, they don't understand how the industry works in our
jurisdiction.
Yes, in our jurisdiction. Internet no, and they say we don't have an industry.
Chamo, and you see, there are so many things here. Our industry, mainly, especially the music in Ghana, is being led by independent artists.
Yes.
Fact,
yes.
And the omokron pono sikai no mo. Ah, bit me akase okay, mafa PR. Metiadeka.
Yeah.
As a me project bi as a PR na all taking care of all the press activities and the media activities.
Yeah.
Nipa ina wo bi. Omo ni bi.
Yes.
You are one o timi mpontu omo. You understand?
And on time building relationship might be a do baby come bet me a free kakra.
Exactly. It is such a person so na be a product be or person product ne ko ohun be fan to feel say there is no
industry. Yes.
But don't we have more PR agencies here in Ghana?
I say there are some artists that why you like you said Kidi, your label has access to media plugs. The moment you are about to release a project, they have it lined up already. Content creators, they have it in their books already. So it is just about just a single tap and they have access to them. It is just about a single tap. Now media houses, DJs, emails, are flooded up with your song. So you wake up tomorrow and this person is playing, that person is playing, this person is playing. But there is somebody who is feeling there is no industry. Why? Because I know the email only some blogger no number po only some content creator no obe friend na money didn't need nyom ne cry dance challenge ne cry only start contacting the cry and even to contact that same person self the kind of conversation on they call having a cry only it is a different conversation when there is some form of relationship in the business. And it is also a different conversation when it is strictly business. That is why some artists wake up and they feel so entitled. Say, and was say, we releasing you. DJs ebo. Because it is their responsibility.
Yes.
But
I know the chair like what happened.
now DJ ni regular say yes our bonum. Some of you will I don't know more. It is like that. So it is not everybody that will understand. So he needs to understand, say, okay, there are certain aspects of the industry that he is not having access to. In fact, when it comes to publishers and other forms of music business connection, then you have it.
Yeah.
But there is somebody who knows better. So to the person, we don't even have publishers in Ghana. To the person, we don't even have music publishers in Ghana. But do you know the number of music publishers we have in Ghana? Plenty.
Yeah,
but you don't have access to them. And in that sense, it is very easy for you to say there is no industry or we don't have an industry.